Hi 272, I hope your semester is off to a great start. I just wanted to take a few minutes to review the syllabus with you and hopefully answer any questions that you might have. I have listed here under my general information both my office phone as well as my cell phone. I share my cell phone because I do not mind receiving text messages if you have an emergency or have a really important question that needs a very quick response. So feel free to send me a message if you need to. My office hours are a mix of walk-in appointments as well as virtual appointments, and you can access my appointment calendar through my virtual office here. The text for our term is My Body Politic by a leading scholar in the field of disability studies, Simi Linton. You'll learn a lot from Simi Linton this term. All right, so as you're getting to know as you dive into Module 1, disability studies is a critical field that dives into theoretical frameworks and social influences that have shaped the experience of our disability community in the United States. So this is not a class where we learn about disabilities specifically, but rather the experience, the social construction, and critical theory. There's one course objective that I would like to be sure to share with you, and that is that students will develop, present, and become personally involved in implementing a plan to move towards more just and inclusive practices for our disability community. You'll do that through your action project, which I will describe in a bit more detail here shortly. I have a different teaching philosophy and grading structure than possibly most professors who you have worked with in the past. To me, the most important element of this class is what you learn and what you take away. It's not so important to me for you to regurgitate what you learn in a test or a quiz, but rather for you to reflect and apply what you've learned in meaningful ways. So the majority of your engagement and your grade will come from these weekly module content reflective assignments, where I want for you to focus your energy this semester on reading, watching all of the content, taking time to not only write notes, but really synthesize your key elements that you're learning, and then take some time to reflect on how the content applies to you, to your future career, to other content in this class or in other classes. So what I'm most hopeful for your experience, your learning experience this term, is that you're going to focus on the content, learn it, share with me what you've learned, and share with me how you're applying it to your future and to your everyday life. We will have 4 application assignments where you're going to apply specific topics that we learn in meaningful ways. As you finish My Body Politic, you will submit a book reflection project, and then that 7th course objective that I read, the action project, will be sort of a culminating project for you where you will further apply what you've learned this term in hopefully a very meaningful way. All right, so you will not earn points this semester, but rather you will get grades of incomplete or complete. You can submit your reflections, your applications more than once. If you need to, I will give you feedback. So the point for me in my teaching and grading philosophy is not to give you a snapshot grade from one assessment that you submit, but rather that learning is a process, right? And if you're haven't digested the material completely or not reflecting on the material completely, then you have an opportunity to resubmit that work. So it's more about the process and the learning than being able to just tell me what you've learned in one quick snapshot. Okay, so rather than assigning points for these assignments, you'll get a complete or incomplete. This will sort of tally up to a checklist. And so to earn an A in this class, you need to complete 11 weekly module content reflective assignments, complete all 4 of these application assignments, complete your book reflection project, and participate in an action project. I don't have a lot of assignments. We don't have a final in this class. I really truly want you to focus on what you're learning and how you're applying it. And then to earn a B, if this is similar, however, you will have to need only to complete 3 of the 4 application assignments, and your reflection for My Body Politic does not need to be as long. To earn a C, you will participate still in an action project, but it doesn't need to be as in-depth as an action project if you are aiming to earn an A or B in the class. And then your reflection does not need to be as long. So what's important to realize whether or not you want to earn an A, B, C in this class, or if you're just taking this class for credit, no credit, what's not negotiable to me is the 11 weekly module reflective assignments. What's most important to me is that you're sharing with me what you're learning in this class. If you want to take this class for credit, no credit, then you only need to complete the 11 weekly module reflective assignments, but be sure to check the deadline on Banner so that if you are going to elect to take this just for credit, that you do that through Banner Web before the deadline hits. For these content reflective assignments, I'd like for you to take notes and share your synthesis of what you've learned in whatever way works best for you. You can take pictures and upload them. You can share with me your Google Doc notes. This is really open-ended. And the same applies for your weekly reflection. Most students do this format of submitting a 3-2-1, where you share 3 takeaways. Each one would be several sentences, 2 deep questions that you have, and 1 application of the content to your life or to your future career. The point of these the reflections are to be universally designed and for you to submit work in whatever way works best for you, based on your learning style and preferences. All right. There is an overview link for your action project, and as we get closer, I will share a little bit more information about those. Something that students, you can do this as a group, something that students typically do in this class is an individual action project, just because of the nature of this being an online class, and so that is completely fine. And probably the most popular action project that students complete is hosting a watch party, and so you can take one of the many documentaries that we watch, maybe you'll have a favorite, and share it with family members, friends, peers who are not in this class, to share with them some of the key themes that you're learning and taking away from this semester. Students with disabilities, please know that I will be absolutely more than happy to provide any accommodations. Please communicate with me how I can best support you. It's my goal and mission to make this class as accessible as possible. So any students, whether or not you're registered for disability services, please let me know how I can accommodate and make this semester as accessible as possible for you. All right, I look forward to our experience together this semester, learning together. Please keep in touch with any questions that you might have, and take care. Have a great day.